But we're sticking to Washington this morning with our food and travel writer, Shaina, who's probably got the best job in the world. She gets to travel the globe in search of different cuisines and cultures, and she's right here in our Espresso studio this morning. Shaina, lovely to have you back with us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah.
So we're focusing on Washington this morning. We saw Graham, he had an awesome time. But I mean, you've been there a couple of times as well and experiencing the food. So this morning, a dish straight out of Washington, a 3-bean salad bowl topped with some cheddar cheese.
Yeah, so chili's really popular in the South, and America and Washington, D.C. is very close to the South, so next to Virginia. So there's lots of Southern influence there. I mean, you can get anything you want there. I'm sure you just saw from the video. You can find anything. It's an international city, but there's a lot of really good Southern food. You've seen it on House of Cards also. He goes and he gets ribs all the time. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So
I can understand the chili this morning. All right.
Yeah, so chili, I mean, it's similar to a curry. So first you're gonna take some onions, chop them up, and some garlic, chop it up, put it in as the base, get those going.
Yes.
Cook them for maybe 5 to 10 minutes till the onions are a bit translucent.
Okay.
Yeah, easy enough. Then you're gonna take the whole tomatoes.
Right. Tomatoes, same thing.
It's DC, so I can say tomatoes
exactly.
today. And you're just gonna put them in, kind of get them cooking, cook it on a medium heat, and obviously this is the finished product.
So where did you actually eat this meal in DC?
So there's this place called Ben's Chili Bowl, and it's like a legendary place. Barack Obama went there when he first became president. I'm sure he'd probably been there before. It's probably about 60 years old. It was around the corner from my friend Merrill, who I said I used to visit all the time. That's how I know DC so well.
I see.
You go there and it's like chili, but with like lots of meat, and it's heavy, and it's, you know, it's summer here, so I made the light version of it. But it's really satisfying, like Southern food.
All right.
Yeah.
So tomatoes are in. All the tomatoes.
The tomatoes are in.
Seeing we are in DC.
Perfect. Yeah. And then you can put some curry powder in. We're in South Africa, so we'll use curry powder.
All right.
And then I also like to use whole tomatoes, because then you get them when you're eating, like a nice texture. Exactly. So you're just like mixing everything in. Sriracha, I think that's a key to this actual dish. It gives it some nice spice. And it's a really nice added flavor. So you add in a few tablespoons of sriracha, depending on how spicy you like it.
It's also a nice smoky kind of flavor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I love it. And I think a couple of stores now make their own sriracha. You don't have to like go to the US to find it and come back. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So that's it. So that's the base going in.
Exactly. We've got the base going. You cook it just for a little bit of time. Then we'll add our beans and our
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we saw what Graham got up to in terms of, you know, some attractions, must-do activities. What would your advice be?
Okay, so obviously you must just eat as much as possible, because
eat as much as possible.
Right, that's my job.
That's good.
Tough one.
Told you she got the best job in the world.
Exactly. So then there's like a couple of cool places. There's lots of cool coffee shops. I went to this really cool coffee shop called the Way Down, and they've got coffee art where they use like actual coffee to make art. It's like super hipster.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot to see. I mean, interesting city for sure.
And there's all the memorials that we just saw. The Lincoln Memorial is a really cool one. You know, like a must-do. There's the Jefferson Memorial. I mean, I could go through them all.
Put all of that on your bucket list.
I think it's like an American, you like learn all your presidents, and then you go and you can see all these incredible memorials, and they're huge. Like, they're these massive, huge places, you know?
Well, you can see Shaina's got a passion for
DC. I really like politics.
Listen, let's finish up our dish here. Let's put it through to the end.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So now it's obviously come together a little bit. You can see the color's a little bit different. Now we're gonna take 3 beans. You can take whichever beans you like, but I love butter beans.
Yes.
The chickpeas give it a nice texture, and I also love black beans as well. So you take all the beans. I know South Africans really love their 3-bean salads, so whatever you want to put in there, you can also put it in your chili.
All right.
You just mix it together. If you want to put a little bit of salt and pepper in here, you can do that to taste, but obviously I really like salt, so more salt, better. Perfect. You're gonna mix it all up together.
There we go.
And let it cook, and you're also gonna put in pre-cooked butternut or pumpkin. So it's gonna mean, that means you can boil it or steam it, and it kind of means that this isn't gonna take you 5 hours.
So this is something you can actually make for dinner one night.
Yeah, it'll take about an hour. So you leave a cover on for about 25-30 minutes while it's coming together. If you find it's drying out, you can just put a little bit of water in. Maybe a little more tomato sauce or and that's it.
Easy as that. So I'll tell you what, while you dish up our final product product over there. If you want to get your hands on the recipe to our traditional DC meal this morning, all you need to do, SMS our keyword, which is salad, to 33728. That's salad to 33728, and we'll send you the shopping list and also a link to the recipe that you can go follow step by step. SMSs do cost R1.50. All right, so that's our final one, the one that's now nicely done. It's been cooked already, all right?
And so now we're adding a salad element to it. It
Yes.
just gives it a nice crunch. So, I mean, you can put anything you want that you would normally put in a salad, but just put some lettuce in here.
All right.
In fact, let's just go crazy.
Let's go a whole bed of lettuce, why
Yeah,
not?
let's like pretend it's super healthy and get the lettuce in there.
All right.
And then you just take your chili, you put it right on top,
All right.
just a few spoonfuls.
Oh,
and you
that
give,
does look
yeah,
delicious.
you do it in
and
each
it smells
bowl,
amazing
yeah.
as well, with all those different flavors coming together.
Exactly, and if you want to pop some of the, I think it's
Which one first?
smooth cottage cheese, or you could use sour cream.
How would you
just
make-
put a little bit on top, like a little dollop, perfect.
that.
And then you can put some cheese,
All right.
put some
and
tomato.
There you have it, just around there.
Exactly, yeah, just for fresh, like a fresh crunch.
And that keyword, once again, salad to 33728, SMS that. And the cheese goes on top. Shaina,
Perfect.
thank you very,
Always
very much for
cheese.
joining us this morning, sharing your experiences
My
with us.
pleasure.
Love it. Well, let's find out what is still ahead on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Leigh-Anne, what do you have?